Hey ho, Farmer George here. We're just catching up with this harvester. Oh, don't tell me he's just stopped. Just as I caught up with him. Yep. The only trouble we might have is on the flip-flop when you actually start this course running again, is that you might find that the harvester doesn't stop when it's being driven by CoursePlay. It just drives on. And not much you can do about that. Hopefully it works in field work. I have done this before and I know I can do it, but I don't know how long ago that was, can't remember. It was probably in 2013 game, not 2015. There's been updates to obviously the new game, of course, Farming Simulator 15, also the updates to the CoursePlay, so whether they still allow it to do that. We're going to have to take over the driving of the harvester when we reach the end of this, so we'll just stay with it as long as we can, and then we'll mollycoddle it around the outside of this catch up. On the outside of this field. And all will become apparent why I'm doing this, because of course you can lay down the same straight line of straw in every case. We're going to jump in front of the harvester so that we can get in front into it, just making sure that we're away from the tractor. We're going to turn off and brake just to get this going again, and then we'll run the harvester manually through this next corner. We're going to miss wisps of wheat, so we're not going to have to worry about those little things. They are a pain in the backside to miss, but nothing else much we can do about it. We'll pull the pipe in. If there's harvest here, this is all I'm thinking about. When in subsequent times when we do this field, I'm probably going to get interrupted in a minute because I've got people knocking on my door and they know that I'm recording a video, and yet they insist on trying to bug me. You know how it goes. We're going to go into the next corner as well, where the harvesting is going to need help with the corner, so I'll try and stay with it as long as I can. If they do come in bothering me, this will be the shorter video, but I wanted to show it all, then you can see all the trials and tribulations you have doing this work this way, and make it, if you take the time to do this on your own farm, especially for the bigger fields, and I would also say especially for the smaller fields, because sometimes the smaller fields can be a pain in the ass to do, and just simply because they've got, they're nothing. You can just also set your harvester running at the entrance to the field, even have a drive-to course to drive all your vehicles there, and just let it complete the field in one go, and not worry about the fact that you're going to run out of room in your harvester. Especially if it's only a small field, you might just waste a little bit of the harvest, by CoursePlay driving over the harvesting it like this, but the harvester is actually full, yet it still seems to take it in. I think I'll be able to show that when we get to the next leg of this, when it's replaying, when we've got the field planted again, Another thing you can do with this as well, since the working width is 5.24, is make sure you have a cultivator stroke seeder that is at least 5.24, 6 meters wide. And you can also use this course to cultivate and seed and even spray. One of the things I used to do is attach a sprayer to the front of the tractor. You have to keep stopping, of course, but it was spraying as it was going, and that meant that you didn't have to leave tracks in the crops for where you was going to. So we will leave this bit to the there it is, just off a little bit there. We'll leave this bit to AutoCombine. We will jump back into our other vehicle and we will have a look where he is. Maybe we could get back. Yes, just easier to reverse up to him perhaps. We could also do with a second wagon down here, so maybe I'll... Oh no, what's he doing? He's turning round. Stop, 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 you idiot. Right, let's turn that off. We still haven't got this corner set up properly, of course. This is why it's doing this. And really it just needed this corner sorting out from here, so we will drive on automatic, not on automatic, sorry, on manual. That's it, right, it is running cruise control. And we'll get a nice, the idea is to get some nice straight lines around the field. Well, straight lines, I mean circular lines, keeping the pitch the same. You see where the pipe is out to? The end of the tip of the pipe seems to be running underneath those green markers. That would be a really good way to do this field all the way through. Then you know you've kept your same length. So did you see how once the vehicle had finished and filled, it started to race off? So we need to pull that back to there. We've turned the recording back on, but we're going to jump into our other tractor and see if we can reverse all the way up to our harvester. It's not far now. We'd just be better off turning around, I think. Now we've got the 3 lanes, we can actually turn around quite comfortably and easily. So get this emptied. We also need to empty this trailer as well for the next time round. We can't really leave this harvester too much now. It's a matter of just model economy it like we are doing until we've got the whole of it done. And then this field will be probably a prime example of how to do it a different way, not necessarily just how to do it. You could many ways of harvesting your fields, of course. We need to stop this guy. Getting back on course. Hopefully I was trying to get 51,000 off this field as well. Stop him. bring him into the field. We will just leave this vehicle, this trailer, just under here for now. Try and catch up with that harvester and get him emptied. This field 3 cost 50,000. Field 13, sorry. Cost 50,200. So what I'm thinking is, if we can get 50,000 for our canola, all the nice little coloured canola, actually we need to stop him before he gets too far to the edge, because he's going to turn around and come back down this other edge, I think, and then he won't be able to get his pipe. Won't be able to access his pipe, so let's just stop him for a moment whilst we catch up. And because we've got a heavy load, a really heavy load, and a plus, it's nearly full. We're going to take this straight to the sale point and sell it, and make a note of how much we get for this crop. Perhaps we should bring up another wagon of a similar ilk. There's quite a lot of the field still to do. I think he's done about 2, maybe 3 rounds in places, and he went up and down the other side of the field a few times, so he's maybe done a good more than 50% of this field. We'll see if we can write down how much money we get for this crop, and obviously if it's more than the 50,000, that's the thing you have to look at, is if you harvest the crop in a field, you think, if I get 100,000 for the crop and the field has only cost me 50 grand, then it's worth it to buy the fields. Of course you can put subsequent crops in it as well, but the field comes with a crop and you haven't actually planted that crop or seeded, sorry, should I say, fertilised the field or done anything to it, then of course that's going to make it very worthwhile to buy the field. You buy a field, you spend 50 grand and you earn 40 grand on top immediately as soon as you harvest the crop. And that's the way you should look at your business. I think it is now full, 46,900. So we'll come to here for this for the moment. Let's get rid of the milk here. This guy's just stood costing us money. That's another thing, is if you're using CoursePlay and you don't deal with your workers when they reach the other end, they're sat there costing you money. There's 177,000, 78, 79, 80, 5 grand we've made, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000. So 14 grand for that milk there. We've also got another 16,000 litres, and this tank only takes 18,500 litres, so we could go and get arguably another vat of milk, another tanker of milk, which is what we will do. In fact, we'll keep him on this job, although he's not the strongest tractor for pulling this, and he has job getting out of the lane of Chantry if you don't already have a run-up. Anyway, we're going to call it quits there. We'll come back in the next video and we'll see immediately we'll jump into the next video. We'll see him delivering this milk and we'll get the rest of it done. See you in the next video.